little girls, teenage women, women that are almost women, and mature women. They all have something in common, which is narcissism. When a woman sits in front of a mirror putting on her makeup, she's acting narcissistic. When she asks you what clothing to wear, like, does this make me look fat? She's being narcissistic. When she has no responsibility or no loyalty towards you as a man, she's being narcissistic. If you are a good guy who is caring, loving, loyal, passionate, and devoted, you will be used as a doormat. And then you'll be mocked for being a doormat. So basically, you have to be evil like them to get along with them. You have to be narcissistic like them to be with them. You have to treat them like dirt pretty much just to get the respect from you. From them, excuse me. If you're nice to them, they will see you as weak. If you're kind to them, they will see you as weak. You have to be this so-called manly man. This big brawny guy out there who beats up women pretty much because that's what they want from you. Narcissistic women are a pain in the butt, and you really should get rid of them. But if you don't, and if you choose to stay with them, then you will become a narcissist too. There is no other way to deal with a narcissistic woman than yourself becoming a narcissist as well. Is this what you want in a relationship? This is also the end goal of all toxic relationships. Every woman out there who is toxic wants to make the guy that she's with as toxic as she is. She wants him to release the beast, let it go, be free, be wild, be stupid and impulsive like she is. Otherwise, you're boring to her. So men, you have a clear choice out there today. Be a good man and get screwed over by a lot of women, or be a bad boy and get all the women you want. Very easy to be the bad boy and get all the women that you want. And it's also it's very simple to be a bad boy as well. But being a good boy is quite hard, because you end up getting used a lot, tossed around a lot, and you're even called a simpleton by other men, such as the mangina. But are you really a mangina? Or are you just meeting the wrong women? You see, it should not be a crime to be a doormat man, where you are caring, loving, loyal, giving, friendly, and concerned for the woman that you're with. You should be able to love the woman with her loving you back. But in the age of narcissism, this biblical plague that hangs over the world right now, where everybody is out for themselves, me, I, what can I get for myself? How can I screw other people over to get money? How can I make it to this world? That me, selfish behavior is all narcissism. And when you look around, you'll see a gigantic plague of it all over the earth. Well, it's going to be very hard to find a good woman then in between all those bad ones, isn't it? I don't want any man out there to have to become a bad guy just to find a woman. That is complete insanity. They should become good women. But they don't. Now you got single mothers out there today that are raising their daughters up to become full-fledged narcissists. A narcissist lives in ego. The only thing that matters is their reputation, the way that they are perceived by the world, and the lies and cons and manipulation they can place on other people. A narcissist is a psychopath. And you all might not understand how bad psychopaths are, but as of late, the entire world is becoming more like the Joker from Batman. And I know a lot of you simpletons out there think that's really great, but guess what? You're a psychopath too if you actually believe that that's a great thing to be. The world needs structure. The world needs to have rules, boundaries, and limitations. You cannot run out, be free, do all hell, whatever you want to do. You can't do that. You can't live in ego. You can't pretend to be something you're not. You have to be yourself in this world. People that live in ego only get to live in ego for 6 months, 7 months before they're figured out by everybody around them and they're no longer liked. So if you are a person out there who nobody seems to like, nobody seems to get along with you, and you can't figure out why, you might want to look and consider yourself to be a narcissist. It's not easy in this world, but it's not easy for a narcissist either to adapt, but it's not easy for good people either. Try to be yourselves. Try to be friendly. Try to be good. Even though when the world is shitting on you, try to be good. Because it's very easy to be bad. And only the losers out there pick the easiest way out. The least resistance path. Don't be one of those people. It's very easy to be one of those people, and it's actually even expected of you nowadays to be one of those persons that goes out and becomes a simpleton and lives by the rules of society that are made around them, live in political correctness, give up, give in, be a wuss, be a pussy. You see, that's another thing about this world as well. The good men are nowadays being seen as pussies by women, and the bad boys are seen as strong and macho. Well, I'm sorry, women. The reason why you're unhappy and why there's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of single mothers out there is because you're so stupid that you actually think that the bad boy is better than the good boy. It's because you're selfish and you're insane. A good woman would realize, hey, one day I want to have children, so I'm going to pick a man who will stay with me, so I do not have to become a single mother. You see, it used to be a time single motherhood was shamed on. People looked at it with shame. As a matter of fact, back in the day when a woman under the age of 18 got pregnant, the family would ship her off to some other family member, like somewhere. If you were living in California, they would send you off to some family member in Arkansas, where you never been known before. There you would have your kid, and then after a while you could come back to California. So it used to be a shame for women to be pregnant at a young age or to be a single mother. But you got rid of shame, didn't you, America? You've got rid of shame. Everything is allowed now. And look at the misery that's been brought in upon you. You say the women in America say that they're not happy. Well, obviously they're not happy because a man is her other half. So what you're missing, and that big void in your life, is your other half, which is a man. So keep believing that you don't need a man like a stupid idiot that you are. Keep living in your little fantasy where everything is just perfectly comfy cozy until you get home at night and you realize, fuck, I'm all alone. Go ahead. But it's still not going to take away your misery. It's going to be there forever. And the only way to get rid of it is to act like a woman, follow the rules out there, and you will find happiness. Happiness cannot be achieved by money. It cannot be achieved by a career. It cannot be achieved by having a child. The only way it can happen to you is if you have your family, your friends, and your loved ones around you that support you and care about you through your hard times and through your good times. You all, women out there, are seeking fulfillment to fill that void in your life, that big gaping hole. But you never understand. It's a good man that you're looking for. Because the good man is a little bit boring to you, doesn't entertain you, and doesn't keep you happy, you think to yourselves, well, fuck this, I can get a guy who will spoil me, who will pamper me and shower me with gifts. Yeah, you might find that. But you'll also lose a guy who loved you, who cared about you, who would worry about you, who would provide for you and take care of you when you needed it. So that's the sacrifice that you make when you go after the bad boy, ladies. You will find money, you will find whatever you need from a bad boy. They'll surely supply it, but they're never going to give you the emotional side that you need. So we men know that you girls out there are going for the bad boys right now because they look good and they smell good and they're mysterious and all this bullshit. And then when you get pregnant, you come over looking for a good boy. We men are onto that, and not only onto it, we're just disgusted with it. And if you think your all behaviors are normal, then you might want to look at cities in England, such as Brighton, that is completely filled with single mother housing. As well as America right now, they have millions of single mothers out there. You're not alone, you're not unique, you're not special, you're just another dumb girl that got pregnant and knocked up at an early age. So deal with that. And realize, if you would have just acted normal, behaved, and stopped being irrational, insane, and impulsive, and you found yourself a decent, nice man, he would still be with you. But you had to choose the bad man, the drug dealer, or, the bad guy, the gangster, or whatever. That stupid nonsense you all think is great. If you stay with a good man, he will stay with you. If you use a good man, he will come after you. If you stay with a bad boy, he will abuse you. And if you stay with a bad boy long enough, he might even kill you. This is War Drums Fire. See you later, guys. Take care. Bye.